Hello everyone! It's been ages since I have opened up some Magic. I walked into the local game store today and I thought to myself, well, let's buy a booster box. But I didn't even think Core Set 2020 was already on sale. And as I walked in I saw they had a pre-release and such, so yeah, this is fresh from the shop. Now then, we also get a buy a box promo. Rien, Angel of Rebirth. For 5 mana, 2 colorless, a red, a green and a white. For a 5/4 flying. And other multicolored creatures you control get +1/+0. Whenever another multicolored creature you control dies, return it to its owner's hand at the beginning of the next end step. Alright, one of the very few angels in these colors. Well, I still want to open up War of the Sparks and Modern Horizons, but I don't think that's going to be very soon. I think Spellbook Gideon might be quite soon when I will get that. Seems like a rather fun thing to open. Now I have no clue what's in here. I haven't followed any of the spoilers. I've just been busy with Dragon Ball, as you all know. So this is totally new to me, yet again. Right. Core Set 2020. Looks like Sorin and Ajani. 36 boosters. 15 cards. It's getting some used to. Right. We have Raised the Alarm. Reprint. Sage's Roe Dennison also reprint. And there's a lot of reprints. Very nice. As is usual with a core set. A Vial of Dragonfire. Daybreak Chaplain. Reckless Air Strike. Brightwood Tracker. Winged Words. Burial Elemental. Audacious Thief. Master Splicer. Rapacious Dragon. We have a Lightning Storm King. And we have as our rare a Villis Broker of Blood. 8 mana and 8/8 flying, and for 1 black, pay 2 life. Target creature gets -1/-1 until end of turn. And whenever you lose life, draw that many cards. Right, damage causes loss of life. Alright, we have an island, a foil island, nice. And, ooh, nice, one of the tokens, but it's a frameless token, borderless token, that's pretty neat. No table required. Right. I like that, actually. Right. So I don't know what has any worth, value or not. Oh my god. My English is terrible at the moment. Right. Let's just move this aside a little bit, just rearrange some stuff here. Right, like I said, I wanted to get some War of the Sparks and Modern Horizons, especially for that new Urza. I just love Urza. Right, I'm not going through all the comments, just like I used to do on all my Magic videos. I kind of forgot. So we have an Ancestral Blade. Manifold Key, we have an Overgrowth Elemental, and we have a Bag of Holding. Ooh, it looks like something straight out of Dungeons and Dragons. For 1, we have an artifact. Whenever you discard a card, exile that card from your graveyard. Then if you pay 2 and you tap it, draw a card, then discard a card. And for 4 and tap, sacrifice Bag of Holding, return all cards exiled with Bag of Holding to their owner's hand. Cool. Ooh, and we have a Bone to Ash foil. And another one of these new tokens, Ajani's Pridemate. Very cool. Alright. Haven't opened anything since, what was it? Ravnica Allegiance? The second set? Yeah, must be it. Manifold Key, Herald of the Sun. We have an Uncaged Fury, and we have a Shifting Ceratops. Ooh, we're still with the dinos. Nice. For 4 mana we have a 5/4. This spell can't be countered, with protection from blue. For 1 green, shifting Ceratops gains your choice of reach, trample, or haste until end of turn. Oh, that's pretty nice. And another one of these tokens. Yeah, I wasn't really... I really didn't like the new Ravnica block thingy, the new sets. Didn't even like it with Return to Ravnica. So yeah, I didn't really buy into the third set, War of the Spark. Which in my opinion, I don't really like getting so many Planeswalkers. I like getting a Planeswalker, don't get me wrong, but not just an overload of Planeswalkers. Right, we have a Retributive Wand. We have a Fry, Ember Howler, and our first mythic, Cavalier of Dawn. I have no idea if this is worth anything. For 5, we have a 4/6 Vigilance. When Cavalier of Dawn enters the battlefield, destroy up to 1 target non-land permanent. Its controller creates a 3/3 colorless golem artifact creature token. And then when Cavalier of Dawn dies, return target artifact or enchantment card from your graveyard to your hand. Alright. Kind of reminds me of the Titans. We have a zombie, also borderless. Okay. Right. Yarok's Fenlurker. We have Rule of Law. Oh, nice. Downshifted from rare. Risen Reef. And we have as a rare a Glinthorn Buccaneer. For 3 we get a 2/4 haste. Whenever you discard a card, Glinthorn Buccaneer deals 1 damage to each opponent. And then for 2 and discard a card, draw a card. Activate this ability only if Glinthorn Buccaneer is attacking. Right. Oh god, we have these things. No. Please, no. Emblems. I don't know. I like them in their previous state better. I think this kind of looks quite cheap. But no, please don't include these Khan's lands anymore. We have so many reprints of these. It's not even funny. I don't like that. Okay, we have an Ancestral Blade, an Air Elemental, wow, Eternal Isolation, and we have the rare Repeated Reverberation. For 4, we have an instant. When you next cast an instant spell, cast a sorcery spell, or activate a loyalty ability this turn, copy that spell or ability twice. You may choose new targets for the copies. Very cool. Well, I see Mu Yanling on the front, if that's her. So I'm guessing she's in the set. It's pretty weird. I don't know what the whole flavor behind that is. Don't even know if this set finally has a little bit of backstory. Just like Core 2019 had a little bit of backstory. Captivating Gear, Air Elemental, Molder Vine Reclamation, and as a rare Masterful Replication. For 6 we have an instant. Choose 1. Create 2 3/3 colorless golem artifact creature tokens, or choose target artifact you control. Each other artifact you control becomes a copy of that artifact until end of turn. Wow, that's pretty neat. That is pretty neat. Very fun in Commander, I presume. Right. Okay. Might of the Masses. Disfigure. Ooh. Our next mythic. Is that Ajani? It's white. It's a planeswalker. I'm guessing it is. Howling Giant. And yes, Ajani, Strength of the Pride. It's a 4 mana planeswalker for 5 loyalty. Its +1 ability is you gain life equal to the number of creatures you control plus the number of planeswalkers you control. Alright. -2. Create a 2/2 white cat soldier creature token named Ajani's Pridemate with, whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on Ajani's Pridemate. A 0 if you have at least 15 life more than your starting life total. Exile a Ajani Strength of the Pride and each artifact and creature your opponents control. Sweet. Very cool. And we have a foil Gorging Vulture. Ooh, I like this elemental. Look at that. The colors. Very nice. So we have our first Planeswalker, and we have one of those silly little knight thingies. Reminds me of the Titans. Mask of Immolation. Alright, Amber Mauler. Vengeful War Chief, and we have as a rare an Embodiment of Agonies. For 3 we get a 0/0 Flying Death Touch, and it enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it for each different mana cost among non-land cards in your graveyard. Alright. Interesting. Now then, what do I want from the set? I don't know. I see Chandra, Mu Yanling on the front, so I'm guessing both of them. That would be nice. The rest I really don't know what's in here. Salvager of Ruin. We have Yarok's Wave Crasher. And we have Dragon Mage. Ooh, Dragon Mage. It's also downshifted from rare. From back in Scourge. And we have as our rare Drawn from Dreams. Ooh, I like the art. For 4 we have a sorcery. Look at the top 7 cards of your library, put 2 of them into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. In a random order. Alright. We have a wolf. Okay. Angel of Vitality. Ooh, look at the art. Oh my god, I love angels. This is amazing. I love it. Ooh, we have a Chandra Novice Pyromancer. But she's an uncommon. We have an uncommon Planeswalker in here. For 4 mana we have a 5 loyalty. Her +1 ability is elementals you control get +2/+0 until end of turn. Her -1 is add 2 red. Her -2 is Chandra Novice Pyromancer deals 2 damage to any target. Interesting. Uncommon Planeswalker. No, I'm not even gonna put it there. Corpse Knight. And as a rare, Scheming Symmetry. For 1 black sorcery, choose 2 target players. Each of them searches their library for a card, then shuffles their library and put that card on top of it. Huh. Very nice way to make friends. Alright, so I'm guessing there's a more rarer Chandra as well. Threshing Brontodon. Again, Spectral Sailor. We have an Apostle of Purifying Light. And we have as a rare Mystic Forge. For 4, it's an artifact. You may look at the top card of your library anytime. You may cast the top card of your library if it's an artifact card or a colorless non-land card. Pay 1 life, exile the top card of your library. Huh, also an interesting card. Ooh, nice. Beautiful soldier token there. Benalia. Alright. We have a Bloodthirsty Aerialist. Colossus Hammer. Nice. I was hoping for this card. Even though it's an uncommon, I was still hoping. This is such a cool card. It's for 1. An artifact, equipped creature gets +10/+10 and loses flying. It has an equip cost of 8. But my god, +10/+10. That's just sick. Oh, no, wait. God's Willing. That used to be a common, now it's an uncommon. Why is that? That doesn't seem right. And, ooh, nice, we have a Temple of Triumph. Ooh, sweet. I didn't know the temples were in here. Lovely. So these temples all have the same abilities, but just different colors. Each of them enters the battlefield tapped. And then when they enter the battlefield, you can scry 1. And this is red and white. Now, these originally were released in the old Theros block, which I loved. Ooh, and we have a Rotting Regisaur foil, which is our rare. Wow. Foil rare. 7/6 for 3, and at the beginning of your upkeep, discard a card. Interesting. Very interesting. And we have a demon. Right. Then we have a Thought Distortion, Woodland Champion, and an Ogre Siegebreaker. And as a rare, Sephara, Sky's Blade. It's a legendary creature, a 7/7 for 7 mana. And you may pay 1 and tap 4 untapped creatures you control with flying rather than pay this spell's mana cost. Wow. It has flying, lifelink, and other creatures you control with flying have indestructible. Oh my god, this is crazy. That's just wow. Okay, next up, Gauntlets of Light. And we have a Moldavine Reclamation, and we have a Rapacious Dragon, and and we have a Mythic, Kalia the Zenith Seeker, which is a 3/3 for 3, a red, a white, and a black. It has flying and vigilance, and when Kalia Zenith Seeker enters the battlefield, look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may reveal an angel card, a demon card, and or a dragon card from among them and put them into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Alright, so that's the 3rd Mythic. Oh, alright, Rugged Highlands foil. Not that happy about that. I just don't know how many Mythics are supposed to be in a box, in a regular box. I don't know. It used to be 2 or 3 for like a master set. I can't remember. Season of Growth, Blood-Soaked Altar, Ether Gust, and as a rare, Leyline of Sanctity. Oh, nice, they put the ley lines back. So for 4 we have an enchantment, and if it's in your opening hand, you may begin the game with it on the battlefield. The card itself says, you have hexproof. You can imagine this is quite the useful card in games at all. That card is being played. And it's a reprint from the old I want to say M11 or M12, something like that. Way back, at least. Diviner's Lockbox. We have a Warden of Evo's Isle, Barkhide Troll, and we have, oh, nice! Chandra, the Awakened Inferno, which is our mythic. Yet another mythic, the 4th mythic. And this also answers the question, are there more rarity Chandras in the set? Yes, there are. We have an uncommon and a mythic. That leaves common and rare. I don't know if they're printing commons as planeswalkers, but probably rare might be in here as well. So, Chandra Awakened Inferno is a planeswalker for 6 loyalty. This spell can't be countered. Nice. Her +2 ability is each opponent gets an emblem with, at the beginning of your upkeep, this emblem deals 1 damage to you. Oh wait, that's the emblem we just saw. I could have known there was more than just 1. Then at -3, Chandra Awakened Inferno deals 3 damage to each non-elemental creature. And -X, she deals X damage to target creature or planeswalker. If a permanent dealt damage this way would die this turn, exile it instead. No foils, it's no problem. Nice. So that means we have 2 mythic planeswalkers so far. Right, Blood for Bones. We have a Pattern Matcher. Aw, it's a little rabbit. Another God's Willing. And we have a Temple of Melody. Another one of these temples. I didn't have this one from the original set, so I'm very glad to have this. And we have another foil rare, Dread Presence. For 4, it's a 3/3, and when a swamp enters the battlefield under your control, choose 1. You draw a card and you lose 1 life. Dread Presence deals 2 damage to any target and you gain 2 life. Cool. You have 2 foil rares now, 4 mythics. I don't think we're doing that bad. Could have gone worse. This is a nice way to re-enter Magic. Gruesome Scourger, Scuttlemutt, Lightning Storm King, and we have a Marauding Raptor. For 2, we have a 2/3. Creature spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, Marauding Raptor deals 2 damage to it. If a dinosaur is dealt damage this way, Marauding Raptor gets +2/+0 until end of turn. Another foil, Creeping Trailblazer. Kinda feels like we get more foils as well. I'll just have to count it at the end, if that's true. Right, Portal of Sanctuary, we have a Pulse of Murasa, Devout Decree, and we have an Agent of Treachery. For 7, we have a 2/3. When it enters the battlefield, gain control of target permanent. At the beginning of your end step, if you control 3 or more permanents you don't own, draw 3 cards. Cool. Another foil, Boreal Elemental. Yeah, we probably have way more foils than usually. Unless the rest of the box doesn't give us any foils. Wouldn't be the first time we saw that. Pattern Matcher, Vengeful War Chief, Veil of Summer, and we have Atemsis, the All-Seeing, as our rare. 6 mana for 5 flying, with an ability for 3. Draw 2 cards, then discard a card. That's fun. Discard a card, draw 2 cards, cost of 3. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Huh, that's fun. Right, whenever Atemsis the All-Seeing deals damage to an opponent, you may reveal your hand. If a card with at least 6 different converted mana costs are revealed this way, that player loses the game. Oh, wow. Oh, that could be quite fun in Commander. Ooh, an Elemental Bird. Beautiful. Must be from Mu Yanling. Wow, that card, Atemsis. Right, Overcome, Renowned Weaponsmith, and we have an Unchained Berserker. And it's a rare. We have a Gravedigger's Cage. Nice, didn't have this one either, and it's been released quite some times now. So for 1, it's an artifact. Creature cards in graveyards and libraries can't enter the battlefield. Players can't cast spells from graveyards or libraries. I was looking forward to getting this once upon a time. And we have a Heartpiercer Bow as our foil. From Counts of Tarkir. Season of Growth. We have a Flame Sweep. We have another uncommon Chandra. And as a rare, Temple of Silence. Nice. Very nice. That's the black and white temple. Very cool. I always like getting these rare lands. You need lands for your decks, so that's good. Master Splicer, Retributive Wand. We have a Sky Knight Vanguard, and we have as a rare a Bishop of Wings. For 2 mana we get a 1/4, and whenever an angel enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 4 life. Whenever an angel you control dies, create a 1/1 white spirit creature token with flying. Nice. Four mythics, is that it? Or is there more? Meteor Golem. Alright. Bloodthirsty Aerialist. We have a Loaming Shaman. Wow, that's a long time ago. That's from Dissension. And as a rare, we have a Flood of Tears. For 6, we have a sorcery. Return all non-land permanents to their owner's hand. If you return 4 or more non-token permanents you control this way, you may put a permanent card from your hand onto the battlefield. And we have a Veil of Summer foil. Oh man, we have so many foils. I'm loving it. Starting to move more and more like Pokemon. Foil in every booster. Oh man, if only that was true. Chandra's Spitfire. A Loyal Pegasus. A Creeping Trailblazer. And Chandra's Regulator. Nice. As a rare. For 2 mana we have a legendary artifact. Whenever you activate a loyalty ability of a Chandra Planeswalker, ooh, that's quite niche, you may pay 1. If you do, copy that ability. you may choose new targets for the copy. And if you pay 1 and you tap, discard a mountain card or a red card, draw a card. The idea is fun, but it's too niche. Pacifism foil. Alright. Neat little reprint there. We have a Woodland Champion, a Fencing Ace, Creeping Trailblazer, and as a rare, a Leyline of Combustion. Yet another one of these Leylines. This is the red one for 4 mana and enchantment, but it also enters the battlefield at the beginning of the game when it's in your opening hand. Whenever you and or at least one permanent you control becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, Leyline of Combustion deals 2 damage to that player. Not the best Leyline out there, but still cool enough. Because it's a Leyline. Leylines are fun. Hardcover, Fencing Ace, Sky Knight Vanguard, and ooh, nice! Another Chandra, Acolyte of Flame. And this is a rare one, just like I predicted. For 4 mana we have for 3 mana we have a 4 loyalty Planeswalker with 3 abilities. The first one is for 0. Put a loyalty counter on each red Planeswalker you control. Another one for 0. Create 2 1/1 red elemental creature tokens. They gain haste. Sacrifice them at the beginning of the next end step. And -2. You may cast target instant or sorcery card with converted mana cost 3 or less from your graveyard. If that card would be put into the graveyard this turn, exile it instead. And we have a foiled Dragon Mage. Sweet. Still not done. We have at least 4 more boosters after this, so that's fun. Fun. Captivating Gyre, Chandra Spitfire, Empyrean Eagle, and we have as a rare Golos the Tireless Pilgrim. For 5 it's a 3/5 artifact, creature, legendary. When it enters the battlefield you may search your library for a land card, put that card onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle your library. Then for 7 mana, 2 colorless and 1 for each, exile the top 3 cards of your library. You may play this card. You may play them this turn without paying their mana cost. Alright, interesting. Ooh, what's that? Golem. Nice. Right. Angel of Vitality, Veil of Summer, Scholar of the Ages, and we have Gargos, the Vicious Watcher. It's another legendary creature. It's a Hydra, yet again, of course, they keep trying with the Hydra. So what does this do? For 6 mana we get an 8/7 Vigilance. Alright, not too bad. Hydra spells you control cost 4 less to cast. Oh my god. Whenever a creature you control becomes the target of a spell, Gargos Vicious Watcher fights up to 1 target creature you don't control. Oh my god, that's just sick. That's actually pretty cool. Alright, we still have more boosters to go. Oh my god. There's no end to this. I'm so used to Dragon Ball right now, this is just wow. A Gravedigger. Reprint. Flame Sweep. Vampire of the Dire Moon. And we have another rare, the Wake Root Elemental. For 6 we get a 5/5. 5 mana, untap target land you control. It becomes a 5/5 elemental creature with haste. It's still a land. Right. Ooh, wow. Diamond Knight. Brineborn Cutthroat, Noxious Grasp, and we have a Shared Summons. For 5 we have an instant. Search your library for up to 2 creatures with different names, reveal them, put them into your hand, then shuffle your library. Not too bad. Hey, where did all the foils go? Right, so yeah. The bottom of the box is in sight now. Fry, Wolf Rider Saddle, Cerulean Drake, and we have Tail's End. For 2, counter target activated ability, triggered ability, or legendary spell. Cool. Another Diamond Knight, another Wolf Rider Saddle, a Scholar of the Ages, and we have, ooh, nice, a Leyline of Anticipation, the blue one. Very cool. For 4, we get an enchantment. Again, when it's in your opening hand at the beginning of the game, you may begin the game with it in play. You may cast spells as though they had flesh. That's also a very good card to have. 2 more boosters to go. So the end is near. Scampering Scorcher, we have a Blight Beetle, we have a Tome-bound Lich, and we have, ooh, beautiful, Temple of Mystery, the green and blue one. Very lovely. 1 pack, our final pack. What will it be? Thought Distortion, Devout Decree, Pulse of Murasa, a rare. Ooh, nice, another Leyline. Whew, we only didn't get the green one. The rest we have it. Haha! Leyline of the Void. For 4, it's an enchantment. I'm not even going to tell you guys anymore. If a card would be put into an opponent's graveyard from anywhere, exile it instead. And no foils. That's it. Let me see how many foils we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's 1 in 3 boosters, of which 2 are rare. We get 4 mythics. And we have a whole bunch of neat stuff, like the temples, the ley lines, Chandras. I'm loving this. Wow. I think I'm back in Magic. Right, thank you all for watching. Next time we're going to take a look at Gideon's spellbook, and after that I don't know. Let's just see where the paths take us. Thank you all for watching. See you guys next time. Bye bye.